Hello and welcome to the Catalog Collector. Today I'll be showing you an update of my indoor tropical fruit garden and we'll show you what's new. Here is the rose apple. That brilliant looking rose apple. It's one of the few things that really grows nicely right now. And as you can see, it's growing again. It has the beautiful red new leaves. It's even starting to branch out. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. It's starting to branch out and it's looking quite nice. Here is the what was it called? The Spanish tamarind. Yes, my African plant. That's still growing strong. It's not growing fast, but still growing. And after a long period of nothing, over there you can see my jaboticaba starting to grow again. Growing jaboticaba from seed is an unknown quantity. Usually you graft them. That's a seedling. I'm hoping something really nice comes out of it. Here's something that I'm hoping will sprout, but it doesn't look too good. That's a Theobroma relative, Theobroma, Angustifolium, Theobroma angustifolium, seeds from Costa Rica. The one thing from Costa Rica, I got seeds from Costa Rica, and the one thing that is currently sprouting nicely is this Inga edulis, an ice cream bean. And I have nice hopes for that. Behind it, you can see what happened to my now it's large. Last time I showed you it was quite small. This is a bitter melon. Did I show you it? I don't remember, but it's a bitter melon. It's got really nice looking leaves. It's growing up. Onto the tree tomato, which right now is, it's growing. It's growing on the ceiling. It hit the ceiling and is growing again. Now I saw this, which is another little shoot. I'm hoping that will grow because that is where I wanted this to branch out. I cut it off. It kind of naturally cut itself off over there, and I was hoping they would all sprout. The new sprouts would come from here, but instead, I've got that. Anyway, here's a bean, some bush beans that are growing, and I've got a lot of tomatoes here. It's a real big mess right now because I need to plant my tomatoes out. In my next video, I'll show you what's going on outside and why I can't plant them yet. Here is the tomatillo, the Queen of Manilcano, or whatever it's called, the tomatillo, the pointed tomatillo. That's what I'm going to call it. And one plant is growing very nicely. It had a big spider mite attack, but I drenched it in neem oil and now it's seeming to recover. Unfortunately, you need 2 tomatillos for pollination. That's one. There is the second in between the 3 pots. And over here, somewhere there, that spider mite damaged third. I'm really hoping the second largest one, that's the one that really has the most damage actually, that one I hope bounces back. It's trying to grow new leaves. I'm really hoping for that. If I do get 2 and they pollinate and they produce fruit, then I can take cuttings and continue. The avocado is growing again. Here some of the leaves sort of half died, some of the new leaves, and everywhere else new leaves are growing. This is growing quite nicely, though it is losing some of the older leaves. Here we have a yellow dragon fruit. Nothing's much changed. And then some of the passion fruit are doing what passion fruits do best. Now here on the heat mat is some very exciting development. Right here, this is a Baccaurea angulata. It's a Bornean fruit, and just Google it, Baccaurea angulata, BACC, and figure it out. It's not too hard to find it. It was one of my first fruits that I saw that made me fall in love with tropical fruits. It's not exactly that rare or anything, and supposedly not even that tasty, though it's supposed to taste kind of like mangosteen. Uh, but I love it, and it's one of the few things from Borneo that's actually growing. It has 2 new leaves. That leaf is, well, still stuck to the seed coat, and over there, the leaves are starting to break the seed coat. That's also Baccaurea angulata. Here is a very exciting development. Here, let me set down my microphone. I hope you can still hear me. Here is an unknown species of fruit from Borneo that has finally sprouted. I am really hoping this will grow. Let me carefully put that back there and put some more sphagnum moss on it. I'm really hoping that grows, keeping it in closed Ziploc container. It seems to work. Let me just make sure that's closed. I'm really hoping that's gonna grow. Something happened. Alright, here is the greenhouse. And inside this greenhouse, this is a new greenhouse. I don't think you've seen it before. It's quite big. Yeah, it's big. The previous greenhouse, well, indoor growing tent, that's what I'm calling it, had a bunch of problems and I destroyed it. Inside, let me get this open. Holding the iPhone camera, I'm too lazy to actually film this the right way, so I'm just I've connected the external microphone to the iPhone, so yeah. I don't know what kind of damage is that. Might be spider mites, but it might just be that the new leaves are dying. Cacao sometimes does that. Here the leaves seem to look okay. And over there, also this is an interesting one. This is one of the original ones from Montoso Gardens. And it's the tallest one, but yeah, it doesn't have that many leaves on it. That one had the largest leaf ever. That's this one, but it's starting to die. And of course, as always, it's starting to grow again from down there. And over there, nothing really to talk about. This is the original cacao from Lagis I got, and it lost all its leaves. But because of that, I put it in this new greenhouse. And it has new leaves. It lost all its leaves, but it has new leaves. What is that? Those spider mites? I'm gonna have to see about that. Those look kind of like spider mites. Yes, those are spider mites. Alright, well, today we're gonna have some fun with the neem oil. Spider mites are bad for cacao. Here's a cherimoya, the biggest cherimoya, most successful cherimoya, and it's growing these very nice new leaves again. The cherimoya is semi-deciduous, so some of the leaves die. This passion fruit is still growing. The Caracara navel orange, still growing. One long, large growing stem. The dragon fruit is having some nice thick new growth. Down there, this cacao is growing again. That's nice to see. New leaves. For there are the tomatoes that need to be planted outside. I don't want to transplant them into bigger pots. I just want to transplant them directly into the garden. We'll see if that happens. I'm hoping the weather becomes good in the next few days. Right here, this is growing again. I don't know. This is Spanish. No, not Spanish. Lime. The Spanish limes are over there and growing quite nicely. This is having some new growth, and it's a Fechoya, pineapple guava. Yeah, the poor little lychee. And this orange, this ugly fruit, which was a stem for most of this winter and now has branched out again. Well, leafed out again. It has new leaves. Right there, the poor little jackfruit. And that's about all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Please subscribe, like, share the video, leave a comment. If you have any tips or advice for me, that's greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching again. See you next time on The Catalog Collector.